This man gave away his kingdom, sold his family, and committed to being a slave, only to keep his promise. Want to know why? Let me tell you the story. Legend has it that Raja Harishchandra lived thousands of years ago when honesty and integrity was of the highest order. This was the Tritiya Yuga. Raja Harishchandra was a very noble and honest king who lived with his wife Shaivya and son Rohitashwa. This legendary ruler belonged to the Suryavanshi dynasty, the sun worshippers. His kingdom was vast and all lived a prosperous life full of peace and harmony. Far and wide he was known for his truthfulness and caring behaviour and would leave no stone unturned to keep his word once he committed to it. Once all the gods decided to test the king, so they requested sage Vishwamitra to help them, and he agreed. Now one day, when Raja Harishchandra was on a hunting excursion, he heard the sound of a woman crying for help. Moving in the direction of the sound, he saw no one, but instead there was sage Vishwamitra meditating in his ashram. Raja Harishchandra's presence not only disturbed Vishwamitra, but his meditation came to an end, and all the knowledge that the sage had acquired was also destroyed. Vishwamitra was very angry. As soon as Harishchandra realized what had actually happened, he began asking for forgiveness and promised that he would honor any wish of Vishwamitra if only he would pardon him. Vishwamitra demanded, "I want all that you possess, every single thing that you own." Harishchandra accepted this demand and promised to do the needful. Vishwamitra further demanded, "I also want 1,000 gold coins, earned by your own hard work." To which Harishchandra replied, "O great sage, since I have already promised you everything, I have nothing to give right now. Please grant me 1 month's time and I shall do so." Saying this, he gave up his crown, his throne, his kingdom, all his worldly possessions, even his clothes, and left the palace with his wife Shaivya and son Rohitashwa. Harishchandra started living in extreme poverty with his family. Nearly a month after leaving his kingdom, Harishchandra arrived in Kashi, a holy city. When Vishwamitra saw him, he demanded that Harishchandra fulfill his promise immediately. Harishchandra said, "O great Vishwamitra, there is still some time left for the month to be over." To which Vishwamitra agreed and gave him till next sunset. Now Rohitashwa could not contain his hunger anymore and cried and howled for food. Hearing his son's cries, Harishchandra was distraught with the thought that how would he be able to fulfill his promise to Vishwamitra. Shaivya suggested that he sell her to get some money. Harishchandra lamented, "Oh, my dearest wife, how can I ever do this? What are you suggesting? Please, don't hesitate. You, O powerful king, are known to fulfill your promises. Then why this hesitation?" With a very heavy heart, Harishchandra sold his beloved wife to a man. Rohitashwa howled and cried at being separated from his mother, and so at an extra price given for Rohitashwa, both the son and mother were sold. At sunset, Vishwamitra appeared again and demanded that the promise should be fulfilled. Harishchandra gave him all the money he had received from the sale of his wife and son. But Vishwamitra was not satisfied with that amount and wanted more. Harishchandra could think of no other way but to sell himself also. A man of a very low caste, a chandal, whose profession was handling corpses in the cremation ground, wanted to buy him. Actually, this man was none other than Yama, also known as Kal or Dharamraj, the Hindu god of death and justice. Much against his wishes, Harishchandra became a slave of this man, and gold coins were given to Vishwamitra for this exchange. The man took Harishchandra to the cremation ground and made him work there. Harishchandra's job was to collect a fee for each body that was cremated. He did his work diligently, honestly, and sincerely. One day, while he was sleeping, He dreamt that his present state was due to the accumulated sins of his past lives. And he also dreamt that his wife was crying in front of him. He woke up with a start from this terrible dream, only to see that in reality his wife was crying in front of him. She was crying because she had come to the cremation ground with the dead body of her son, who had died of a snake bite. Harishchandra was absolutely devastated. But through all this extreme pain and grief and suffering, he asked his wife to pay the fee for the cremation. She cried, how can you be so ruthless? How can you even ask me to pay the fee? I am so poor. For days I haven't eaten a morsel, and you think I have money to give to you as a fee for my son's cremation? How can you be so heartless? I am equally grieved, my beloved wife, but I cannot allow this. I cannot forsake my duty and integrity. I cannot fall back on my commitment. Shaivya replied, I have nothing to give to you. The only thing I had was my son, who is no more. What can I say? What can I do? Wait. The only thing left with me is this piece of cloth that I wear. This torn and tattered sari. Please take this as fee and cremate my son. Harishchandra accepted to take the piece of cloth as a fee. Suddenly, there was thunder and lightning, and all the gods appeared, led by Yama, the god of death, and Vishwamitra. Yama brought Rohitashwa back to life. Harishchandra could not understand anything, and then Vishwamitra explained, Oh Harishchandra, I was only testing you. You are truly a great, pious, and honest king. So honest and true and steadfast to your promise that generations to come will be told your story and take inspiration from you. Your name will be synonymous with truth for all lifetimes. You will be called Satyavadi Raja Harishchandra. We have all personally come to take you to heaven, where the highest honors are awaiting you. The moral of the story is no mystery. One who keeps his promise toward his people is loved and rewarded by God. By the way, even breaking a promise to ourselves is very dangerous. Suppose I make a promise to myself, and for that matter to you as well, that I shall post a video once a fortnight, to begin with, on YouTube, and I break the promise. What happens? Suppose I promise myself that I shall exercise daily and I break the promise. Let me know in the comments below. Actually, I'm not only breaking a promise to myself but others too. And when this becomes a habit of not staying strong to our commitment, we think nothing of it. But we fall in our own eyes, fail ourselves and suffer from low self-esteem. Facing ourselves is more shattering than facing others. Why? We can hide or run away from others, but not ourselves. So how to make ourselves more accountable and reliable? By keeping our promise to ourselves and not breaking it, come what may. And how do others see us? If we keep breaking a promise made to someone, they will eventually see us as unreliable and untrustworthy and want to have nothing to do with us. So how can we stop from breaking our promise? Very simple. Don't make a promise. Such an easy way out, isn't it? When my kids were small, they would ask me to do something or give them something, and I would agree. Then they would say, promise? And I would say, no promise, but I shall do it to the best of my abilities and capabilities. Like if they've said to take them out for a movie and I promise to do so, but I fall ill or unannounced guests come over, then in that scenario, I have broken a promise. And in doing so, the trust factor and integrity go for a toss. That is a big no-no. Don't let that ever happen. So simply put, don't make a promise, and if you do, then make sure to honor it. Because when circumstances change, our commitment changes. But should it? Because I can only think of Raja Harishchandra. Circumstances did not make him change his mind. The Bhagavad Gita teaches us that honoring a promise is not only limited to this material world, but to the cosmic order as well. Keeping and honoring a promise helps you in your spiritual path leading to the divine. So, always keep your promise, never break it. So often we've heard the phrase, a promise breaker is a shoemaker. Have you made a promise and then could not keep it? And why? Would love to read about your experience in the comments section below.
And please subscribe and join our beautiful tribe where we maro gupshup. कुछ आप कहें कुछ हम कहेंगे, समय बहुत बढ़िया बीतेगा.